dead, 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 deep, dead.
What the fuck?
All right, what's going on, guys? We're gonna be voting on the Crunchyroll Anime Awards because everything I say is just objectively correct. So that's exactly why I'm doing this. Because everything I do, every decision I make is objectively correct, and if you don't think that's the case, then something's wrong with you because everything that I say is right, and. All right. Anyways, so they already started off with anime of the year. The whole thing looks different now. Oh yeah, why is it not letting me go back? Oh. Okay, well it starts out with anime of the year. Yeah, the whole setup and everything looks pretty different. Like the UI and everything, it didn't really used to look like this. But anime of the year. This is very interesting because the only one that I didn't watch two. There's only two of these I didn't watch. I actually did watch Apothecary Diaries, but I couldn't get into it. I watched a couple episodes, but it wasn't really for me. Didn't watch Delicious in Dungeon. I actually want to watch it. Heard it's a good show. It's done by Trigger. Didn't even realize it was done by Trigger. That's pretty freaking cool. I gotta watch it now. But Solo Leveling making the list is very, Solo Leveling being nominated is very interesting. I actually did not expect this much people to really like Solo Leveling. It's a good show, but it's actually really gotten very popular. It's pretty cool, but I wouldn't say that's anime of the year. Don Da Don, not gonna lie, Don Da Don is definitely up there. You see, I would vote for Don Da Don if there wasn't another show that was on this list. If the other show wasn't here, I probably would have voted for Don Da Don. Amazing show. I just feel the way how it ended, I wasn't really satisfied with the ending. They left us off with a big cliffhanger. I wasn't really messing with that, but really enjoyed it. Great show. Everybody freaking loves Don Da Don. Kaiju no 8. I actually really freaking enjoyed this show. It kind of reminded me a little bit of like Attack on Titan, type vibes. Good show. I enjoyed it. I actually want more. I can't wait for the whenever they release the second season or anything like that. Great freaking show, bro. Maybe I might read the manga. I don't know. Good. I really enjoyed it. But gotta go Freerun. I gotta go. Yeah. Freerun is amazing. Yeah, what is this, 28 episodes? What is it? How many episodes is Freerun? 28? Bro, we need more shows like this to come out where it's not just 12 episodes. Freerun just waiting every week for a Freerun episode it just felt amazing because I knew that I was just going to be in for a long shaking journey and it wasn't just going to be 12 episodes, right? So not only that, Freerun had time to cook because the amount of episodes it had, all right? But it's just amazing. It's just the whole concept of the show, all the characters, everything about the story, everything about this series is just great. Everything about Freerun is just great. The setting, it's just a beautiful show. If you haven't watched Freerun, please watch Freerun. It's amazing. All right. We're back. There we go. Yeah. Let me. I should have been more prepared. Film of the year. Okay, so I've only watched I haven't watched any of these. There's gonna be quite some categories of these awards that for some of these categories I haven't watched any of these. So I'm just gonna skip some of the ones that I have that I don't have any knowledge on because I don't want to just vote for stuff and I don't have any knowledge on anything. But the only one that I did watch was Look Back. That was because it's a Fujimoto. Katsu Fujimoto. I'm gonna just say Fujimoto. It's a Fujimoto written story, so I watched it. Um, and yeah, I mean, it's freaking amazing. I'm not really a big fan. Like, I'm not really too much into art or anything or drawing or any of that stuff. But this movie really, I mean, this movie wasn't even really mainly about like, just art. Um, but it's kind of just, it deals with stuff like grief and, just very, very. It deals with things that it deals with like if things were to go wrong, how do you react? How you take what went wrong and how do you move on with it, And that's basically what the film is about. Very good. It's low key. It's pretty harsh. It's a very very rough film. It's rough. It's rough, but very good. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna just vote for it because I mean, shoot, like it's a Fujimoto, it's a Fujimoto story, so it's a Fujimoto film. So I'm just gonna vote for it. You know what I'm saying? Like very very good movie, bro. Um, best continuing series. Um, see for this one, I don't even know. I didn't really watch many of these. I didn't watch Bleach. Damn. This one I'm gonna skip because I ain't really watching any of these. The only ones I really have been watching is One Piece, but I haven't even really been watching One Piece weekly like how I should. I do want to watch. I do want to watch Bleach though. Oshinoko, I don't really know if I care about Oshinoko enough to get into season 2. But yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna skip this one. Best new series. Um. Yeah, I mean Freerun. Like, it's just. I mean, alright, it's just Don is just Don would get my Actually, I mean, I, Freerun. I gotta go Freerun. I'm sorry. Just I'm gonna skip this one. I didn't watch any of these. Girls Band Cry. I actually heard of this one. I heard of this one. Didn't watch it. Ninja Kamui. I heard of this one too. Didn't watch this. Jellyfish can't swim at night. What the heck? What? Very interesting title, but I'm gonna skip this one because I haven't watched any of these. Best animation. Okay, so I didn't watch Demon Slayer, the Hashira training arc. So I don't really know. Delicious in Dungeon. Haven't watched this one. I want to watch it though. So it's between Dandadan, Freerun, Soul Leveling. Um, this one is actually it's kind of hard. I'm like really like you, bruh. You guys might watch this and just be like, man, this guy is just like voting everything Freerun. But I don't know. I mean, Freerun's anime, like every fight scene in Freerun is just amazing. All the fight scenes have great animation. All the action scenes, great animation. There's not Freerun isn't stuffed with action scenes as much, but when there is an action scene in Freerun, it's just amazing. Soul Leveling also is just killing it with the action too. Every fight in this show is like, I mean, that's what people watch the show for. The fight scenes is sick. But I'm gonna have to go with Freerun. Like, I don't know, Freerun's fight scenes were just more memorable to me. Animation wise, I mean, beautiful. Like, I'm it's just everything's going to Freerun. Like, I just, I gotta keep it a buck, man. I gotta keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep it a buck. Best character design. Uh, hmm. Okay. This is So I might actually have to go with Apothecary Diaries for this one. I only watched a couple episodes, but a lot of the characters had like a lo- like the characters in this show um just like how the show looked, like the characters were beautiful, like the eye colors and stuff. Like a lot of the characters looked very flashy in the show. Um, just like with the eye colors, I think the main character's eye color is like all, it's just a very like very aesthetic show, very like colorful, like the way how they're dressed and everything. I didn't really watch that much of this show, but from what like from most of what I can remember, the characters had very like memorable like designs. Don as well. I could vote Don. Um, Don as well. Very flashy, show. Um, this one is kind of hard. I gotta vote for Don at least once though. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I gotta vote for Don though. At least I gotta give Don an award though. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta give Don an award, but uh, oh, this is hard. I said I gotta give Don an award. I gotta give Don a vote is what I mean. But I'm gonna just go with Don. I'm just gonna go with Don for this one. Director. Usually I don't even know what this means. I just like pick the show that I just feel like cooked the hardest when it says director. I just pick the show that I feel like cooked the hardest. Like that's me. That's me when it comes to what, director. One Piece fan animation, One Piece fan letter, great. Very, very good. If you haven't watched this, please check it out. This is basically just like, One Piece on just living in the world of One Piece, but you're not one of the Straw Hats. You're not following the perspective of the Straw Hats. You're following the perspective of a girl that is a big Nami fan, and she's just trying to just do whatever she can to, express her love for her, idol. And there's a lot of, there's a lot of, a lot of Easter eggs and a lot of things that, that they show, that you're gonna be like, oh my God, it's that. Um, very, very good. This is very, very good. Um, best direction though. Um, I might just go with Don, to be honest, because I feel like every episode of this show was just super interesting to watch. It started off very strong. The animation and everything is super flashy, especially the first couple episodes. It slows down a little bit, like episode 4 or 5, but very flashy show. Very creative. Very very creative ideas that I felt like they expressed very well throughout the show. I'm gonna go with Don for this one. Um, just very just it just cooked, bro. Don just cooked. It's just simple as that. Best background art. I didn't watch Pluto. I didn't watch Pluto. And I need to check it out. Okay. Here's why I didn't watch. I couldn't. I actually did watch Pluto. Okay, but the first episode, the first episode, bored. The first episode was just I found the first episode very very boring. Okay.
You serious?
Yeah, I know. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I know. I know this is good. I know this is good. But I just couldn't. I really tried. Bro, it took me, bro, like that first episode. I think I finished the first episode, but bro, I did not want to continue watching the show after that first episode. It was very boring. Um, it was very boring, and I'm gonna try again because I know this is good. It's Naoki Urasawa, which I know is a very very good mangaka. He also did Monster, 20th Century Boys, which I have the manga volumes for. Brilliant, brilliant series. But I'm gonna watch this. I know this is good, but I couldn't get past that first episode, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But in terms of background art, I don't really. I'm gonna just go with Don again. I mean, just like some of the episodes pretty self-explanatory. Like some of the episodes in this show Was just so flashy, so much going on, just like self-explanatory, bro. Self-freaking explanatory, bro. So flashy. Best romance. Don't. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I heard this one, Blue Box. Heard this is good. Heard this one is good. It's on Netflix. I think it's like 20 some episodes. I actually wanted to check this one out. I didn't get to it though. I watched like the first episode of this one, very like cutesy art style. Didn't finish it though. So I didn't watch any of these. The only romance that I actually sat through was The Dangers in My Heart, season 2, and I mean this is getting my vote. I'm this is getting my vote. It's not even like a debate. Even if I did watch all these other anime series, all these other romances, I'd still I'd still vote for The Dangers in My Heart season 2. Bro, I actually hated this show when I first started it. I thought the main character was just super like weird. He starts off super edgy, saying he wants to murder the girl that, he's interested in. And I'm like, bro, what? Like, bro, what, bro? But this turned around to be literally one of my favorite romances probably ever. I ain't gonna lie, probably ever. I'm not really into rom coms like that because usually when I watch a rom com, I get bored after like a couple episodes because I like drama. When I watch a romance, I like a little bit of drama. I don't really like watching stuff and it's just like happy all the time and it's just nothing really going on. Because rom coms, they're when you watch a rom com, there's not really much going on. It's just like cute stuff, wholesomeness, but that just kind of gets boring. You want to see a little bit of, something going on, like a little conflict, something. But with this show, I don't know what it is. I kept going, and then the main character, he ended up, getting character development. He ended up, just becoming a more like relatable character as time goes on. The more you watch the show, and just the dynamic between these two characters. Just I don't know. And the OST chicken slaps. Season 2 was so good. Like if you haven't watched Dangers in My Heart, you probably might not like it when you first like start, but I promise you, it's worth it. Like just keep going, bro. This is peak. This is peak. I did not think I would like this show, but I kept giving it. I gave it a chance, and bro, it's great. It's great. Two main characters are actually very interesting. Their characters progress very very well. I didn't think I'd like this because it ain't really like no heavy drama either, but it's just like the two main characters are just super interesting. The dynamic is super good. Just a great show overall, and the OST slaps. Just this is getting my vote, bro, easily, bro. I ain't. There's no doubt about it, bro. Best action. See, I would go Bleach, but I didn't watch Bleach, bro. I think I watched only one season of the Thousand Year Blood, bro. And I didn't continue, bro. I know Bleach would probably get my vote, bro. But I didn't watch it, bro. Ah. But um, it's between Don, Solo Leveling, and Kaiju, I would say. And it's between. Okay, so I'm gonna exclude Donadon from this one because I already gave Donadon a couple votes, and plus I don't really think it has like the best action scenes. But and there's Windbreaker. I honestly watched Windbreaker and then lost interest because it kind of just felt exactly like Tokyo Revengers, and like I don't know, it ain't really nothing wrong with it feeling like Tokyo Revengers, but I'm just not really into like the middle school, high school like fighting like type shows. I don't know. I just the whole like fighting and they're in high school. I don't know. I just lost interest immediately. You know, I just couldn't continue. I didn't really care. But I'm gonna just go solo. Yeah, I'm gonna just go solo leveling for this. I don't know. Kaiju actually has some really good scenes though. Kaiju no 8 has some good fight scenes, bruh. I don't know. Um, Kaiju no A has some good fight scenes though. But I'm gonna go solo leveling, bro. Go solo leveling with this one. Okay. Here's what I've been waiting for. I don't know why I'm talking like I've watched all these. I don't know why I'm acting like I've watched all these, bro. The only ones I have watched is just ReZero, ReZero and Mushoku Tensei. I don't know why I'm acting like this, bro. But I'm just excited to talk about these two shows, bro. Mushoku Tensei and ReZero, right? Okay, so, I didn't watch Konosuba, as I said before. But even if I did, Konosuba ain't not having a candle over Mushoku Tensei and ReZero, right? I ain't watched Suicide Squad either. I didn't even really hear that much people talk about this. I don't know, but I need to watch this though because this just I need to check this out. Which studios made this yet? What studios? Haven't even started Slime, so I don't know nothing about Slime, and I don't know what this is. Shangri-La Frontier. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I gotta check it out though. They all look pretty good. But okay, so when I first seen this, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go with Mushoku Tensei because honestly, overall as a show, I'm more invested into Mushoku Tensei more than ReZero. I don't know. I just feel like I find the characters more interesting. I just find Rudius's like story more interesting. Well, I wouldn't say his story more interesting, but kind of just I feel like world building wise and everything about Mushoku Tensei, I'm just more interested in. I'm more invested into. Just like as a series, I just thought that what Mushoku Tensei did was pretty cool. They started the show off of him restarting as a literal baby, and it follows him all the way up until his adult, him turning into an adult, and I thought that was very cool. I not really much shows I've watched like that. Pretty cool. But if we're talking about ReZero season 3 versus part 2 season 2 of Mushoku Tensei, I'm actually gonna have to go ReZero on this one. I'm gonna have to go ReZero. Just by these seasons, just by this, these 2 seasons comparably. ReZero season 3 is just going crazy. Every episode is just they're cooking, right? Subaru's character developed so freaking much compared to how he was in season 1, and just all the characters and stuff. The thing is about ReZero season 3 is that it kind of feels like a battle shonen. Like it feels different. It doesn't feel like the same ReZero, compared to season 1 and season 2. This season feels like more of a battle shonen, and there's always characters just fighting every episode. It feels a bit different, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And I'm really enjoying season 3. Subaru's character really developed. It's just like Rem. Like what's going on with Rem, bro? Rem is just like Rem is just gone. Like Rem, there's no Rem no more. You guys, no, I'm not gonna forget about Rem, bro. Like, bro, Rem is just gone, bro. Like Rem is just not in the show anymore, bro. Like, see me personally, I'm still a Rem. I'm still a Rem fanboy. Like, I'm gonna just keep it, but like, Rem is just gone. That's I don't know what's going on. She's still asleep. ReZero's gonna have like 5 more seasons, and Rem is still gonna be asleep. I don't know what's up with that. But I'm gonna go ReZero on this one. Actually, overall as a series, I'm more invested into Mushoku Tensei. And if we talking about best episode, I'm not gonna lie, Mushoku Tensei had one of the best episodes. Mushoku Tensei had one of the best episodes for anime last year, period. The father episode was crazy. And the fact that they dropped that on Father's Day too is just devious, diabolical work. But yeah, that episode was crazy. But the way how ReZero is going right now, I'm not even done with ReZero yet. I'm still continuing the the third season. I'm not done with it because I'm just watching the dub. But the way how it's going right now, I'm gonna go with ReZero because it just feels more consistent. I'd say it feels more consistent, and the character development going crazy. You know, both very good shows. Both are the best. Both two isekais are the best isekais of all time. That nobody has changed my mind on that. And two of my favorite isekais. But yeah, we're gonna go up into best drama, and it's just these are all just freerun victims. Like these are all just freerun. These are all just freerun victims, bro. Like I don't know. I've seen this. I don't know what this is about. Dead demons. DDD destruction. Dead demons. Dead destruction. Dead demons. Dead dead deep dead.
What the fuck?
Um, yeah, I ain't watched this. Watched like one episode of this. Very cutesy art style though. I should probably check this out. Like, continue this, bro. Oshinoko didn't watch this. Oshinoko's first season was in terms of drama very good. I don't know about this one. Didn't watch it. Pluto probably would have got my vote, honestly, maybe, if I actually wasn't so bored by that first episode. That first episode. I'm gonna continue it though. I'm gonna continue it. But Free Run is getting my vote. I know Apothecary is very good too, but yeah, Free Run is getting my vote, bro. Yeah, just you know what I'm saying. It's just what it is, man. Best slice of life. Honestly, for some of these, I shouldn't even be voting, bro, because I've only watched one out of all of these. But I'm still gonna vote Dangers in My Heart, bro, because like, I mean, it's just what it is. It's just such a good show. Best main character, man. Okay. So best main character. Um, some good contestants, some good contestants, some good contestants, some good contestants. Obviously there's free run, right? Which I mean, self-explanatory. Great character. Um, in a great show. Journey, very interesting, right? Uh, Kafka is really cool. I like Kafka. Him, his goals, despite his age, he's still trying to do what he wants to do. Become a become a fighter in the division. Despite his age. And then he becomes a what did they call them, bro? I don't a kaiju. He becomes a kaiju, right? Changes up the whole dynamic of the show. Very interesting. Very interesting situation that he ends up in. Very cool character. So they have they have both Momo and Okarun on the same. Okay, that's okay. Okay, that's Dandanon two on one list, bro, for Dandanon, bro. That's cool. That's cool. Mau Mau, as I said before, didn't really watch much of Apothecary. Watched like 4 episodes, but she seemed really cool though. And then there's also, obviously there's Sun Jin Woo that people are always gonna say that this guy is an aura farmer. He just aura farms. He just, just aura farms. Like people are getting slaughtered, dying, but as long as he can come in and try to look cool, but all those people have to die. They gonna have to die just so he can look cool. That's just what it is for him. That's just what it is. They gonna have to die, but he gonna come in and look cool, right after they dead. But if he look cool while he trying to save them, then that's all that matters. That's all that matters, right? No, let me stop. Okay. But these are all obviously great characters. They got both okay, Okarun and Momo on the same list, which is I mean, I guess that makes sense. They both basically the main character. Yeah, that makes sense. And they're both great, but I'm gonna go with Freerin, because I just think Freerin has just the most interesting. She has the most interesting story, I'd say, for me, and I just love the show. I love her dynamics with the with each of the characters in the show. I like the whole backstory with with uh with Hero. I like her dynamic with. I like how I like her whole relationship with Fern, Stark. Just everything about Freeman's character in the show is just amazing. There's probably some people that might actually vote for Sung Jin Woo, and that's pretty understandable because his character drastically changes. But I'm going with Freeman. She got my vote. You already know. Um, and yeah. Ooh. Oh wait, Himmel. That was his name. Yeah, Himmel. Oh my god. I said hero. Himmel. 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 Best supporting character. Okay. They got Turbo Granny, Jinshi, Himmel, Fern, Psycho, the grandma, and then Senshi. Okay. Two Freerun characters on the list. Okay, that's pretty dope. Himmel, honestly, is a real. I'm glad Himmel's on this list. Himmel is a very, very good character, and he's a big, big. He's a big. He's very important to the show. Great shaking character. He's very important, and I'm glad he's on the list. That's dope. Turbo Granny. No, not Turbo Granny on the list is funny, but she's pretty freaking cool. I understand why she's on the list. And then Granny. I mean, hey, I ain't complaining, man. That's a good pick. I haven't watched this one, so I don't know about Senshi and Jinshi. Don't really know about this guy either. As I said before, like if you look at his eyes, Apothecary Diaries is like just in terms of character design, is up there. Like all the characters look very pretty. Like even some of the dudes, bro. Like they. But I'm going with Fern. Um, I mean, Fern. Her and Freeman's relationship is just super 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 fun to watch. This is my vote. I would go Himmel. Himmel is also a good pick. I wouldn't be mad if anybody picked Himmel, but I'm going Fern because she's just basically second to Freeman, uh, and that's just my vote. Must protect at all costs character. See for this one, this one I don't really know. Like for these, I don't really like. I don't know. I don't really like know who to vote for when it comes to these because it's like, what does this really mean? Must protect character. Must protect at all costs character. What does this like really mean? It's like, oh, it's a character that you're gonna defend till the day you die. If that's the case, if it's a character that I'll defend, then I'm gonna go Freeman. But I don't want to just keep voting Freeman in every single category, bro. But it's hard not to. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I haven't really kept up with Spy Family, so I know people probably gonna vote for Anya though, uh, which is understandable. Um, Very cute character. Oak. uh, I mean, I don't know. I don't really feel strongly about any of these characters like that. Um, I'm going her. I'm going her. Um, I think she's deaf. She's deaf. Um, yeah, I'm going Yuki. I didn't really watch much of this, as I said before. I think I watched like the first like two episodes or something. But I'm going her because like I just feel like just like if you're deaf or you have like some sort of disability or something like that, you should be protected. You should be protected. Nobody should be slandering you, And she's just so cute. Like, you know, this show itself was very cute, right? So I'm gonna vote for her. Art style is just so cute. Like, I'm going her, right? I would go Freerin, but I already gave Freerin so many votes. But yeah, I'm going her because, I mean, just look at her. I mean, come on, like, come on, like, come on, Yuki. I gotta like continue the show, bro. I gotta continue that show, bro. Best anime song, bro. I, I don't know, bro. I was about to say like, where's the pictures, bro? I can't just tell off of just the names, bro. Um, woo. Okay, hold on, wait. Hold on, I gotta search up some of these, bro. I gotta search up some of these. But Mashle opening 2 is getting my vote. That one just freaking slaps so hard. Like, I could literally listen to that, put that on my playlist, and just start going crazy. Like, this is getting my vote for sure. All of these are very good. Freerin is I like the Freerin one too. Freerin is very good. The Oshinoko opening, very good, even though I didn't watch it, but very good. But yeah, Mashle's getting my vote. That opening is like the greatest opening of all time. Best score. How many categories we got left? 16. Okay, 16 out of 24. Okay. Best score. Oh man, it really sucks because I didn't like, I gotta catch up to Bleach, but for best score, I mean, Donanon went crazy with the OST. I might go with Donanon for this one. Donanon went crazy for the OST, I'd say. I'm probably gonna go with Donanon for this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go, or Freerin. Nah, Freerin. 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 Best opening sequence. I mean, dude, this is just gonna get my vote again. I mean, this is just like Mashle. Like, that opening slap. Everything about that opening slap is just gonna get my vote again. Ending sequence. Huh. Tai Dada. I might probably go with Dandadan for this one. Dandadan ending sequence slapped. Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, I'm. Kaiju. I completely forgot the ending sequence for Kaiju no 8 was freaking amazing, bro. Solo leveling was good, but I'm gonna go with Kaiju for this one. I don't think I voted Kaiju on any categories yet, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kaiju for that one, cause this slapped. Yeah, nobody. I haven't seen this Kamakura style. I don't know what that. I never seen this. Oshinoko probably slaps, but I'm gonna give this to Kaiju. Best voice artist performance Japanese. I didn't watch any of these in sub. Yeah, I didn't. Best voice artist performance. Best voice acting performance English. Armin, Attack on Titan. What the heck? They got Attack on Titan on here. Alex Lee. Out of all these, I'd say Alya sometimes hide her feelings in Russian. Okay. Oh my god. They got Attack on Titan on here. The final chapter is special. Okay. I mean, I don't really. Uh, I ain't gonna lie. I might go Alex Lee on this one. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, Armin is very good pick too. But I might go Alex Lee on this one. I ain't gonna lie. Uh, yeah. Okay. Got you. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Um, that would be all my votes for the Crunchyroll Awards. I wish I watched more shows, but I didn't watch shows I wanted to watch. I think last year I watched like the least amount of anime I watched like my entire life. Like I literally did not really watch that much stuff. But I had a lot of fun making this video. Um, give your boy a like if you enjoyed it as well. Finna head out.